This has to be Erik Ten Hag's final chance. If he lives another day as Manchester United manager after this game and the result is a loss, there's no help there for Manchester United. There really isn't any help. Because Manchester United are going into this game with 2 wins all season in the Premier League. And more losses than shirt numbers. Like, if Bruno Fernandes is not dropped for this game, I'm just telling you, Manchester United, if this, this is a message to Ten Hag. If Bruno, I'm not even a United fan, I'm saying this. If Bruno isn't dropped for this game, there's no help that anyone else can give you. Going into this game, Aston Villa are the better team. Going into this game, they are the better team. And Aston Villa, as much as I think they're going to win this, they can't sit comfortably either. Because, although Manchester United have been horrendous at the minute, you can't just sit back. They also have to play as well. Because Man United hit them on the break, which is going to be very hard to do because they've barely done that all season. I know we're only 7 games in, but let's carry on. Villa hit United on the break and they will be punished. Midweek, they played Porto. And they barely scraped a draw out of that. They barely scraped a draw. They threw away a 2-0 lead. The last game in the Premier League was against Tottenham, and we all know how that one ended. Their form at the minute has been disgraceful, worse than any other team in the Premier League. Well, there's obviously Everton and Wolves. But going into this game, that's not relevant. But, also going into this game, this could be Erik Ten Hag's last chance, and that is going to just be the headlines for the weekend. Is Erik Ten Hag surviving another day? Will he survive another day as Manchester United manager? If no one bangs Ineos' heads together, then yes, he will stay another day. There's also been this whole debate of, but if Ten Hag does get sacked, who do we replace him with? That is a point. That is a really good point. I honestly think they should have just gone for Pochettino when they had the chance. That is my opinion. They can't get him now because he's gone to manage the US men's national team. They should have just got him when they had the chance. Graham Potter should be nowhere near that job. His level is Brighton, and that's it. His level is Brighton. Oh, I just sprayed from my mouth. Sorry about that, if you saw that. But we have to talk about this. Graham Potter shouldn't be anywhere near that Manchester United job. He shouldn't be. And if he does get that Manchester United, the most likeable candidate at the minute, I'm going to come close to you, is Gareth Southgate. Honestly, Gareth Southgate, come nowhere near the Premier League. Please, don't. If he manages Manchester United, that is going to be a whole load of crap. Going off on a bit of a tangent there, but it is relevant to this conversation. Manchester United go into this game with probably the worst form in the Premier League out of any of the big 6 teams. And they go into this game with 2 wins in the Premier League. 2 in 7 games. 2 wins in 7 games. Now, we see this as Aston Villa are going to win this game. Manchester United need to win this game. They need to win this game. Like, Aston Villa can be put on hold. They can. If Aston Villa win this game, Ten Hag is done. Ten Hag is done. If Erik Ten Hag loses one more game and Ineos don't sack him, there's no way anyone else can help you. Like, this is coming from a Liverpool fan. If Aston Villa win this game, which I think they will, Ten Hag has to be sacked. That is the conversation we're having. Now, I did not think at the start of the season we'd still be talking about Ten Hag getting sacked, because I thought he'd have learned by now. But they're still playing the same crap football. I watched the game against Tottenham the other week. They were so bad. They really were. And you can't even defend their performances with anything. You just can't. Going into this game, Villa have better form than Manchester United. Like, I mean, just drop Bruno Fernandes. Please just do it. Just for the sake of football. Because if he plays on Sunday, you're gonna lose. You really are. That guy is not a captain. He's not a leader. Certainly not a legend. 2 sendings off in 2 games. Both in different competitions, so he will not play the next Europa League game. That one has not been overturned. But that is 2 sendings off in 2 games. That's just disgraceful. Your captain has been sent off twice in 2 games. That is just unforgivable. You can't have him play in the next game. Yeah. There's nowhere for Manchester United to go for this one, really. I know it's a preview about both Aston Villa and Man United. I know I've been talking about Manchester United a lot in this one. But for Aston Villa, they have the advantage. Because John Duran, Ollie Watkins, just everyone in that team, they have the best team going into this one. On paper, United's formation and that, they win this game. But funnily enough, paper doesn't get you 3 points. It doesn't. Paper doesn't get you 3 points. And also going into this game, John Duran. We can't disregard this guy. We can't. The way he's been playing at the minute, is it delusional to say he's on par with Cole Palmer? Probably, I'd say the top 2 in the league right now. 1, Cole Palmer. 2, John Duran. He's not, I don't think he's at Cole Palmer's level, but he's just under. Because he has been so good for Aston Villa at the minute. So good. Really good, in fact. He got them the win against Bayern Munich in this week. In this week's fixture against Bayern Munich, yeah. It's the way he scores. It's the way he scores. The way he just pounces on your team. Like, his strike, like, the way he strikes the ball is just so good. He dinked Neuer. Like, sweet as a nut. And if they don't win this game on Sunday, I'll be very surprised. Because this is perfect. This is a perfect game for Aston Villa to win. If you put Aston Villa and Man United's form together, Aston Villa should be winning this game. Aston Villa really should be winning this game. And if they don't, I'll be very surprised. Look, there's always room for a shock win, but I don't even think that's going to happen this weekend. I don't even think that will happen. Like, I don't think that will happen. But it's the type of football that Manchester United play. They don't play good enough football. It's not good enough for the players they've got as well. You've got Garnacho in that team, Højlund, Mazraoui, De Ligt, Xerxes. They've bought Lenny Yoro. I said this in a video a couple of days ago. Lenny Yoro, Joshua Xerxes, De Ligt, Mazraoui, Ugarte. I hate saying Ugarte. It's Ugarte, but that's 5 players. Only 2 of those have scored a goal. There's been 2 goals combined between each player. Xerxes scored at the start of the season. De Ligt scored after the international break, after the September or August international break. I think it was September international break. But just, it's so bad. Lenny Yoro still isn't back for another month or so. So it's just a load of crap. And Manchester United keep walking down this dark tunnel. And it seems to be a really long tunnel as well. Because you can't be throwing a 2-0 lead away against Porto. Not saying that Porto aren't good by any stretch of the imagination. They're a really good team, in fact. But you can't be throwing a 2-0 lead away. They were 3-2 down at one point. That's when I thought they were going to lose again. But if Erik Ten Hag could have lost that game, that would and should have been his final game. But Harry Maguire saves his job for another game. And if he loses on Sunday, like, this is his very last chance. If he loses on Sunday, it's exit time. It really is. He should be, on Monday morning, if he loses his game on Monday morning, he should be walking through that exit door, yeah? Driving out of Manchester, going to the airport and returning back to the Netherlands. Because Manchester United fans are not going to want to see him anywhere near Old Trafford after that game if they lose. If you enjoyed that one, you know what to do, which means like, subscribe, turn post notifications on. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.